Greetings, traveler. It seems to me that you're looking for answers. Perhaps it is time that I answered them for you. Don't you know? Are you not the reincarnation of Nazareth? Has it been so long that you don't recognize your old nemesis? Or perhaps you're not the living one after all, merely a puppet playing his role. I see. Perhaps you are not the living one. Perhaps Nazareth, the coward that he is, will not heed fate's call and face me in the final battle. It would be so like him to do so. I am he of the dark, the rightful ruler of this land, the vengeful god of Arcanum and its races. I am Aranax, and I have come to give you a message. The message is this: whether you are the living one or not, whether or not the coward Nazareth hides in your bones or still rots in his grave, the inevitable will still come to pass. I am returning. It has already been set in motion, and there's nothing you can do about it. I am returning, and all will fall before me. Everyone you know, everyone you love. You see my power? Do you yet understand? Perhaps I need to be more clear. No one is safe, traveler. No one. Not even you. Remember what I have shown you here. Remember and tell the world. Aronax is returning to Arcanum, and nothing will ever be the same. Farewell.
And after that unpleasant encounter has been dealt with, we shall continue on our journey, although taking a small detour. First of all, a few things to clear. This encounter is mandatory. It normally pops out near the wheel glance. Instead, is the next story destination. But after a few in-game days of traveling, you will encounter the image of Aranax threatening you almost to the villainous fashion possible. The dwarf rescued from the prison island will accompany you regardless of where you go. He hasn't got any issues you taking detours. Next, currently since I'm in the area and because I don't really like backtracking, I'm going to go to this place to complete a side quest, which will be mandatory in the future, but it offers a fate point if you complete it before time, or before you are forced to do it, of course. This is the Temple of Vooriden. I really hope I'm pronouncing this right. One of the main gods in one of the side quests of the game. Yes, this place for a minor area. This place is actually tied with one plot force quest and at least one other non-mandatory non-plot related quest. Now, as I said before, doing this quest early nets you one additional fate point. And it's as simple as just bringing a giant stone to help fix the monument. There's nothing much to it, so let's go back to why did I show the rats. Now, it's one of the mechanics of the game. The aimed shots by pressing down while you're going to attack with a ranged weapon only work for bows and handguns, guns of all kinds, not worked for throw weapons such as chakrams, throwing daggers and boomerangs. If you press down one of the specific keys, you can do a leg shot, arm shot, or headshot. Since I have modified the game to include a rebalancing for all of the weapons, it also included a rebalancing of the critical chance. Right now, with Charlotte being the master of firearms, it's no longer broken. Well, not 50%. It's not going to be a 50% chance of a critical in every hit, but the effects are still as deadly. Sadly, we didn't get the effects of headshots, of aimed shots on the rats, but they're going to appear much later. Now, next item on the list will be a second mechanic in the game, which is carrying objects. Carrying also affects corpses for any stealth maniacs or stealth-oriented characters out there. You just hold the Alt button while clicking on an item, and depending on the direction where your character is facing, the object in question shall move a quarter and just move into the next quadrant, next square. Now, but I'll demonstrate that later. First of all, we recruit a temporary follower. It's just an ogre. He doesn't have anything special. He's not timed. He won't run off on his own if you don't go directly to the quarry. He has got 20 points in strength, so it's obvious why we're taking him. I'm not carrying a rock this size. Most important, I increase my charisma and persuasion for the for both carrying for accepting another additional follower to my list, and also for the next video when we finally advance with the plot and go on to talk to the dwarves of the Wheel clan. Now mages have got it a lot more simpler to go to the quarry, since by now probably someone with points to burn has already the teleportation spell. Now, just keeping it right ahead, here are a few things of note. First of all, the apes, they have between 30 and 60% damage resistance, which is why it takes what I presume must be a full clip. There we go. A critical aimed shot to the head always knocks a character that has a head down. With any luck, that character should have a head injury and a penalty to most of its attacks. Now, what do I mean by enemy with a head? Well, the game recognizes 3 areas: head, arms, legs. So an elemental, for example, doesn't have a head but has got legs. Wolf has got both legs, head, and but no arms. A humanoid creature has got arms and may drop its weapon if shot in the arm, so on and so forth. Second item of notice is this elf, accompanied by another 2 apes. I managed just to see one in this shot, but I really cannot find the other. It eludes me for now. Now, what's so particularly special about this elf is that in the following in line with the rest of the game, it has carries all cursed items. So he's what's not so surprising what killed him. The chainmail is cursed, rope cursed, bow also cursed. In fact, say for the greatsword, all of the items right now that I'm carrying are cursed. Of course, they're not identified, and even if they were identified, the followers would equip. Again, the AI just measures does not have good comparative understanding of comparative advantage, so they will gladly put on cursed equipment with permanent stat decreases. Now, the dragon mechanic of the game. You point at an object with the Alt key pressed and it moves. It's as simple as that. Now, skipping ahead a lot of inventory management, I gave my follower a few items, gave him made space. Well, it's just inventory management. I spent nearly 5 minutes on it. I don't know really what took me so long. In any case, that's it. That's the side quest. Experience, fate point, and a bit of metagaming, preemptive gaming, so call it whatever you like. Now, why we're a bit of a recap before the next episode, which will advance a bit of plot. This is just fluff, since the rest of the video will be going to Tarant. Since every time you make any progress on the plot situation, Gilbert Bates rewards you with a monetary sum. Not much compared to what we have now, but well, it's free money and it's also some dialogue. Yes, because the pathfinding is not so hard, we'll have to trace the directions. Now, after we're done with this quest, that the ogre doesn't come with us, doesn't follow us, it's just for that. Now this is one of the order of the gods. To make an offering and to receive a blessing, you just place an item on the altar. The altar opens up like an inventory if it's the correct. If the object is correct, then you will receive a blessing which translates into a stat boost. And they still don't like me because, well, half orc. And this place is empty. Now, going back to Tarant, I will restock, make conversation with Gilbert Bates, and go towards the the Wheel Clan mines. As always, 3 ways to get into the Wheel Clan mines, and by 3 ways I mean as long as someone has got the emerald spectacles, then there will be no problem.
You have returned. Tell me, what news? What manner of fiendish plot is afoot here? Are you certain of this? Gods, this is disastrous! What are we to do now? Yes, that is our logical next step. Tell me, is there anything I can do to help you? The vagaries of the elderly mind. Pardon my forgetfulness. Here is your gold.